best part of the local lending institution was how flexible they were and also how friendly they were.
One of the things that I found most helpful was that obviously the mortgage rates were lower. And so I was like, okay, let me dive in more, let me learn a little bit more. And then when I learned about this lending institution was the fact that they kind of laid everything out for me. So they were kind of walking me through the process, but at the same time letting me know these are the steps that it's going to take in order for us to close on this property.
When it comes to big money decisions like a mortgage or a refinance, going local is just what our next guest suggests. Joining me is John Stacchetti, Executive Vice President from Federal Home Loan Bank of Chicago. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having me.
All right, so let's go over this. Federal Home Loan Bank system, what is that?
The Federal Home Loan Bank system consists of 11 banks that were mandated by an act of Congress, but going back to 1932, with the mission of providing funds to support home ownership across the country. So there's one bank in each of 11 districts, and it covers all 50 states and all the U.S. territories. And we source funds, dollars, from markets and make them available to individual local lenders, community banks and credit unions, who then use the funds to lend to borrowers who buy homes.
And you just mentioned community banks and credit unions. How do they benefit from it?
They benefit very directly because they are actually members of the Federal Home Loan Bank system, and we work with them closely to support their needs. And those needs include funds that they then again make available to local members of their communities. And we do that either by providing advances to those members, or we have a mortgage purchase program that buys loans from those banks once they've originated those loans, with the idea that then the funds that they get can be reused in the communities.
And John, what about the average person? How do they benefit?
The average person benefits directly or indirectly.
Okay.
And the direct part is when those individual members, again, the local lenders, make those funds available to the individuals. The average individual then gets a lower rate mortgage that they can use to buy that home that they've always been looking to buy. We also make available grant money that is available for affordable housing initiatives or down payment plus kind of programs to help people directly. Indirectly, because we support members and because those members make funds available for communities, it strengthens communities, and so you really have the communities across this country that are made stronger, and it benefits the individuals that are in those communities.
What are the advantages, John, of going to a local lender?
When you're working with a local lender, you're working with people who you know, people who are your neighbors,
people who care
about you,
looking out for you.
Absolutely,
so important today.
Absolutely, and the earnings that come out of those activities are reinvested right back into the communities, and so it really is a win-win all the way around.
Thank you so much for your time. Great information.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And if you'd like more information, you can go to mymortgagelocator.com. That's mymortgagelocator.com, or just go to our website, thebalancingAct.com.